New, local, unique. MyTV 53 News at 8 with Austin Reed starts right now.
One Central Valley city spending the week on active shooter training. Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night, and I'm Austin Reed. This week, Visalia Fire and Visalia Police Department worked together on an active shooter training at Visalia Unified School District's Golden West High School. The district released some of the pictures today. Officials tell MyTV 53 that the exercises offer agencies a chance to combine emergency response methods to prepare for these type of incidents. The exercise included simulated victims portrayed by children of police officers. Now to Porterville, where new tonight, a church needs your help. Yesterday morning around 10 a.m., the statue of the infant Jesus of Prague was stolen from inside St. Anne's Church in Porterville. The church recorded the entire crime on their security system. Porterville police have been contacted and are now investigating. So if you see this individual, please contact the Porterville Police Department. Hey, the Fresno Police Department will be out and about this weekend, especially from Saturday to Sunday. Saturday, July 30th, 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sunday. They're looking for drivers suspected of driving under the influence. The Fresno Police Department reminds the public that impaired driving is not just from alcohol. Some prescription medications and over-the-counter drugs may also interfere with driving. Drivers caught this weekend driving impaired and charged with a first-time DUI face an average of $13,500 in fines and penalties, as well as a suspended license. Southeast police officers in Fresno out patrolling the area of Tulare Street and 4th Street yesterday when they conducted a traffic stop for a vehicle code violation. Turns out they contacted the driver, who was found to be driving on a suspended license. During the contact, officers located a loaded magazine and a privately manufactured firearm. The driver was booked at the Fresno County Jail for various firearm charges. Well, on Thursday, detectives with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office Sex Crimes Unit arrested this guy, 64-year-old Bernardino Villalobos of Del Rey. He has been booked into the Fresno County Jail on a charge of committing lewd and horrible acts with a child under 14. His bail is set at $40,000. He is also a registered sex offender who has served time in prison for convictions of rape and sodomy. Detectives do think there could be some more victims, so if you know anything, call Fresno Police. Let's turn our attention now to the Oak Fire. As of this morning, Friday morning, containment is at 45%. The acreage burned has grown to over 19,000. Last night, Assemblyman Jim Patterson answered questions from the public at a community meeting and gave some really important information.
Know that come January, I will be representing this area. I am essentially unopposed in the November election, so you'll see my name on the ballot. And so what I've wanted to do while we've been in recess, and then when we're finished the end of August, is to make sure that I am up around meeting with you, getting to know you, understanding the area. The district I represented prior to this ended at the San Joaquin River, but we have a lot in common. We went through the Creek Fire, and we learned an awful lot there as well. But part of what we do is to have constituent services, which means that we look very hard at the kind of information, the kind of help that we can be to cut through the bureaucracies, to get past the no, the wait, or the maybe, to get them to an answer that says, yes, we can do this, and we want to help you. And so I've got a couple of areas here. First of all, I want to address the FAIR plan. If you have issues with the insurance company that you were assigned to through the FAIR plan, our offices are prepared to help you work through that. If you're trying to reach them and you're trying to file a claim, they're not responding, call us. I want to give you some information about fire insurance cancellation. I think that's going to be on the hearts and minds of an awful lot of people. There are protections that are coming so that insurance companies cannot cancel your policies for 1 year. The Department of Insurance will soon be releasing a list of fire areas that will be subject to this 1-year protection from homeowners insurance, a non-renewable or cancellation due to wildfire risk. And I can let you know we have had it confirmed that the Oak Fire will in fact be on that list.
Officials are hoping to reach full containment by around August 6th. Other news on this Friday for our viewers on KMSG, My53 in Bakersfield. We're new tonight. Reporter Allie Soper from our news partner at KernCounty.com recently went one-on-one with the City of Bakersfield's Chief Operations Officer, highlighting some important updates this summer from the city.
Jim, thank you so much for joining us today.
Allie, thanks for having me.
So recently, the Kern County Board of Supervisors voted to place a public safety, vital services, and local control 1-cent sales tax measure for unincorporated area voters to consider on the November 8th, 2022 ballot. Jim is going to help us break down what exactly this means for our community. So Jim, let's start with a simple question. What is this 1-cent sales tax measure really designed to do?
So it's designed to provide a dedicated local funding stream to meet the vital needs of our community here in Kern County, particularly in the unincorporated areas. We've seen a reduction in discretionary revenue over the past 7 years of about 6%. Adjusted for inflation, that's about 31%. That's primarily the result of policies coming out of Sacramento, devaluating our oil and gas industry because of the restrictions on extraction of those resources, and that's translated into lower revenue streams. This measure is designed to help fill that gap, to provide a locally dedicated revenue stream that Sacramento can't divert, that will go to help fund these services on a continual basis.
So let's talk about those services, Jim. I know that we did some polling, we engaged residents. What were the priorities that they expressed to us?
Yeah, the community was engaged over the last year through a combination of 2 official surveys as well as some online polling that we did to understand what the vital needs were within the community, what was important to them. First and foremost, what we saw is maintaining frontline public safety. So this includes sheriff, probation, district attorney, fire, paramedics, all of those emergency response type services. But beyond that, the community also had very strong support for economic development, new job creation, even streets and roads repair, mental health, and homelessness.
Excellent. So voters will be considering this, but only voters in unincorporated Kern. What exactly does that mean?
Sure. So in the county, we have both incorporated cities and unincorporated areas, or what doesn't fall within the city limits. Actually, Kern County has the 5th largest unincorporated population. We have about 305,000 residents in the unincorporated areas, meaning that they only receive local government services from the county. They rely on us for everything from planning and land use issues to code enforcement and sheriff 911 response.
Perfect, Jim. Thank you so much for your expertise today. And again, you can visit our website, kerncounty.com, for more info.
Allie Soper, thank you. Also in Bakersfield tonight, yesterday was National Intern Day, and the city highlighted Jasmine, who works for Rec and Parks. Check this out.
I decided to apply because I just thought it was a great opportunity for me to learn more about our city and just to get a better concept of what goes on behind the scenes. I was a program leader, so I was able to interact with kids and just help the other teachers. Every day there was already a program set up for what the kids were gonna do, so I just helped out with that. But towards the end, they wanted me to do a own lecture by myself, which was pretty interesting to do. Yes, I would really recommend it because it's been a great opportunity for me. I just got to make connections, and I got offered a job here for next year, so it's a really good opportunity for people to base or create their own name for themselves.
Happy late intern day. Now from our news partner at Cal Matters, Los Angeles County public health officers who had been poised to take the controversial step of reinstating a universal indoor mask mandate as soon as today announced yesterday they would not proceed with that plan due to improving coronavirus infection numbers and stabilizing hospitalization rates. The BART Board of Directors, however, voted yesterday to reinstate the Bay Area Public Transit Agency's mask mandate through October 1st. Now, the move came the same day that San Francisco declared a state of emergency over monkeypox, which will allow the mayor there and other health officials to more quickly funnel more resources into the city's response to a virus that has really disproportionately affected gay and bisexual men and transgender people. The question tonight, will more cities follow suit? You can read the full story at calmatters.org. Turning our attention to some wild weather across the U.S. New tonight, Amy Goodman from our news partner at Democracy Now! With this story.
In eastern Kentucky, at least 8 people are dead after torrential rains brought flooding and mudslides to the region, washing out bridges and destroying hundreds of homes and businesses. Rescue crews and inflatable boats fanned out to search for survivors, some of whom fled to their rooftops as floodwaters rose around them. On Thursday, up to 7 inches of rain fell on parts of Kentucky, and Governor Andy Beshear said the death toll could continue to rise.
In a word, this event is devastating, and I do believe it will end up being one of the most significant, deadly floods that we have had in Kentucky in at least a very long time.
Meanwhile, millions of U.S. residents face heat advisories again this weekend, including the Pacific Northwest, where temperatures rose to triple digits again Thursday.
That was Amy Goodman reporting. It is Friday night. MyTV 53 News at 8, just getting started. Still ahead, Athena will check in with our Celebrity Scoop report. Plus, the city of Fresno breaking ground on a new park today. And we'll check your weather as we're heading into the weekend. New, local, unique. This is MyTV 53 News at 8.
New, local, unique with Austin Reed. You're watching MyTV 53 News at 8.
Welcome back, everybody. Today, the city of Fresno officially broke ground on a new park at the intersection of North Van Ness Boulevard and East Weldon Avenue. The park will include a central community green space and plaza, a play structure for young children, a bounce ball court, 3 exercise stations, accessible paths and benches, a picnic area, and 19 new trees will be planted in the vicinity. The park will also be designed with the surrounding area in mind by implementing some design elements that recognize the unique character of the neighborhood. The park should be complete by early 2023. Residents of Madera and Fresno, listen up. A Clean California Free Dump Day event is going to be happening tomorrow in Madera County. You can bring your trash at no cost starting at 9 a.m. It's going to be happening across the street from Semper Marine. That's right off 41 near Valley Children's Hospital. And check out how things looked like earlier today at Chuck Chansey Park in downtown Fresno. About an hour ago, the doors opened for Nitro Circus. Nitro Circus is an action sport collective led by Travis Pastrana, featuring his friends and him traveling around the world, riding dirt bikes, base jumping, and performing stunts. Now, the show is only here in Fresno tonight. Okay, do you have your ticket? A $1.1 billion lottery prize on the line tonight as numbers are drawn for the Mega Millions game. The giant jackpot is the nation's 3rd largest prize and is the result of 29 consecutive drawings without anyone matching all of the game's 6 numbers. The last time someone hit the Mega Millions jackpot was April 15th. Good luck.
MyTV 53 News continues with the Valley's local forecast.
It is a pool kind of weekend. Up next here on the news at 8, Athena, our Greek goddess of gossip, is back with your celebrity scoop.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say.
Welcome back, everybody. What's happening in the world of entertainment? Well, we turn to Athena, our Greek goddess of gossip, for that.
By now, you already know that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck married in Las Vegas. That's old news. The new news is a couple things happened with Vince McMahon of WWE. He was reportedly quickened due to federal investigations into reports 76 years old. He, in the past, has paid millions to cover up claims of sexual misconduct and infidelity. According to the Wall Street Journal, he has been asked to step down for the WWE. That's not exactly Hollywood gossip, but it is in the entertainment business. Remember when Adele was supposed to be performing in Las Vegas? She canceled all those dates due to COVID. I believe it was when COVID rates were high again in December and January. Well, she has decided to perform again. Not until November, so thoughts and prayers that it's still going to happen, but looks like it's actually happening in Las Vegas. She apologized to everyone that lost their tickets and lost their money due to COVID, due to the crew members that have had COVID. That's why she had to cancel, but she is going to do it. It's set to run from November 18th through March 25th. So we're talking 2022 to 2023. So Adele, Caesar's Palace, we are there, baby. Speaking of music news, Britney Spears, I don't know if you're friends with her on Facebook. If you see her on Facebook and Instagram, she's always dancing around naked. To each his own. As you know, she won her conservatorship over her father. But the latest and the greatest is that her and Elton John formed a collaboration. It's going to be coming out in a month or so. You know the song Tiny Dancer? If you're Elton John fans, it should be amazing. And like I said, it doesn't come out until next month. But I'm really excited about that collaboration. Opening up in theaters today. You have a bunch of new movies, of course, but I think this one is going to top of the box office because it involves kids. It is Super Dog. It's animated. Let me tell you some celebrities that are in it. Dwayne Johnson is in The Rock, Kevin Hart, Keanu Reeves, Ben Schwartz, Kate McKinnon, A Saturday Night Live, Super Dog, bring the kids. I know that I'm going to be bringing my 8-year-old, and next week we'll have your top box office hits. Have a great weekend, and hush hush and off the record and on the QT. I'm Athena, the Greek goddess of gossip. Love you, Central Valley people. Mwah.
All right, Athena, thank you. It is still July, and this month is Parks and Recreation Month in Clovis. In addition to maintaining Clovis parks, the city also operates the Recreation Center, batting cages, and Rotary Skate Park. Officials are celebrating all month with this new video.
Parks and Rec Month is a month set aside each year by the National Recreation and Park Association to remember and to just acknowledge recreation and park facilities that the community and the city offers its citizens.
I think the thing that's most important for us in the Recreation Department is to be able to provide programs for a multitude of different age groups, starting as early as 2-year-old and going all the way to adults.
You can take a walk on our trails. Clovis has a fantastic trail system that is pretty much renowned throughout the state.
You're happier when you're outside. You're happier when you're doing things.
And just go enjoy it. Parks and Rec Month is about making life better and making the community better and just making it a more enjoyable place to live and work and play.
We love Clovis. Final look at your weather. That's next. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get a final look at your weather. It is going to be hot all across the Central Valley, from Bakersfield to Fresno, Merced to Visalia. Mariposa's firefighters are continuing to battle the Oak Fire this weekend. It's going to be hot there as well. Best place to go to this weekend would be the coast. We know there are many options out there for TV news, and we thank you for joining us here at MyTV 53. I'm Austin Reed. From all of us here, have a great upcoming weekend, and I'll see you next week. Good night.
Thanks for watching MyTV 53 News at 8 with Austin Reed. Like us on Facebook for continuing coverage of the day's top stories. And watch on the go with the local VTV app. Connect with Austin on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow, like, share at Austin Reed On Air.